Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you my games against a competitive PS4 team, or my nurse versus a competitive PS4 team. I'm actually practicing for Sanctum of Wrath at the moment, so I did do a Sanctum of Wrath match, despite it being a pretty bad map for nurse. To give you a quick rundown on how the game will go, the rules that we are doing are the Poorly and Boomer tournament rules, or the Tinfoil Trials rules, which are 2 of every perk across the 4 stack. The nurse can have a double recharge, but not anything better. Survivors are allowed 4 unique items of rarity yellow and below, so 1 medkit, 1 toolbox, 1 flashlight, and 1 firecracker. The killer is allowed any perks, and the survivor are allowed 4 perks each. Without further ado, let's get into the game. If you haven't already clicked the subscribe button, please do consider it if you're enjoying the content. And now I'm going to tell you my thoughts as I was playing this game. Okay, so I did the liberty of cutting out the rest of me just looking for the survivors here, but I actually had a really horrible start. That is the nature of this map. It's very stealth based, and they actually managed to get my haunted ground and my corrupt out completely, me getting no value out of it whatsoever apart from familiarizing myself with the map. And I only happened to get my first down after the 2 minutes was up for corrupt. So 2 minutes into the game, I got my first down. I'd lost my haunted ground. We're now playing the rest of the game with only Ruin and Undying. Okay, so straight away, what is on my mind after I get this hook? I know that the down I got it on the corrupt side, so if they have any gem pressure, it's on the other side of the map. So straight away, we already know that we're chasing this game, and I know that I need a chase or a hook on the other side of the map so I can monitor those gens and put them back down to 0 with my Ruin. Straight away, we find somebody who was working on the main building gen, and we manage to chase him over to the top left-hand side. We manage to get a free tag in the free lane. They do some mispathing, run into a wall, and we actually get a relatively free down, which is very good for us. All of a sudden, the game is flipping in which way it's played, and we manage to get a hook on our active gen side, or active gen side for the corrupt, which again is the only area they can have gen pressure. So that is really good for us. Now we can just sort of check the gens and let them regress. Straight away though, I'm going for the Ash, trying to get some tag pressure. They go for an early saves, so I know where the locations of all the survivors are. That means there is 2 over by the hook, 1 is on the hook, and the Ash is in front of me. Ash is actually running for the save. He does end up getting it. We go for the Kate directly off hook, down her, and we actually go for a pickup because even if she does have DS, the game is kind of in our favor at this point. We've managed to get that hook over there. We've had a few quick downs. We did greed it. She didn't end up having DS, so we get the second hook. The Ash also didn't get the flashlight save, which was perfect. Again, we know exactly where the Ash is. He doesn't have much distance to us, so we're sort of trailing his scratch marks, trying to get back across. We see him go onto the totem with Undying, and we go for a quick hit on the Undying totem. He's sort of using the flashlight here to try and put us off as much as I can to make some distance. That's okay. We just sort of look up to block the flashlight blind and carry on W keying over to try and get our down. We do end up getting it. Straight away we go over to the Neo on the other side of the map, who is actually stage 2. So we're pushing this. We know this is a very good hook for us. Our first blink was good. She dead hards into us, so when we stutter our blink, she goes straight through our body. We take a hook on the Ash. We're going to put the Ash as close to main building as possible, because that is the best area for the hook for us, because a lot of this map is played off of the main building. That's where you get your line of sight. If you're on top of the main building, you can see the entire map. You can play the clinches on the other side. Basically, to get to the 3 gens on the other side of the map, they have to walk down one of the sides of main building or directly across main building. So if you're on main building, there is no way they're getting across that clinch without you knowing it. So we take our hook on the Nia and we push her back onto this side of the map, knowing that I have a hook in the middle of 3 gens on this side of the map, and the 4th one would be the main building giving me an oversight of the entire map. This is a very good hook for us. I know that somebody's just came and saved the Ash. I see the Ash running to the other side of the map. I assume the other person's just got around the corner, so I flick to the other side of the clinch, and there we go. We see the 4th survivor, the Meg. So we know that 3 survivors are not, or all 4 survivors are not doing anything right now. The Meg is doing some kind of unique pathing, avoiding the hook. Assuming that the Meg wasn't going to go for the hook, I sort of flick back across the jungle gym and manage to blink on her back. She sort of doubles back into me. She sort of stutters a little bit, and she runs back up the main building. A little lack on the communication there, and we get a free down on the Ash. The Meg is just W keying over main. I go for a generalized first blink here, so not directly onto her back. She decides to double back. I respect it, and then as soon as I come out of fatigue, I get a free hit. I straight away am pathing over to main building to take the hook on the Ash, because I know he's still on the totem. Also, I noticed the Ash locked up straight away, so I'm respecting Unbreakable. Normally, if survivors do lock up straight away after they go down. They do have Unbreakable, and they're just trying to get as much value on the recover as quick as possible. So I take the hook on the Ashe. The Ashe is stage 2. We know the Nia is death hook. The Meg is first hook, and I believe we have the Kate death hook as well. So we have quite a lot of pressure right now. I see the Nia pathing towards the gazebo, so we're sort of just running around it right now. I see her pathing straight across the rocks, so I just assume she's going to hold W. She does get a little bit of a laggy dead hard here because they are American survivors connecting to the UK server, so it makes sense. We straight away are blinking into the jungle gym, assuming that she would path towards the save, but she didn't. She actually doubled back towards the gazebo. It's pretty smart from her. But we're actually just going to break off and have a look at the save, see what they're doing over here, and try to put pressure on more survivors, because sometimes a dropping chase isn't a bad idea, because then I might have the opportunity to get a free tag, a better chase, or something like that. So straight away, I come over to the Kate. The Kate I know is death hook. I'm chasing her sort of in a better area, so I get a free tag on her. She doubles back across a main building, and again, I just blink straight up to main to get line of sight. After getting the line of sight, we know the Kate is pathing to the other side of the map, directly towards a gen in the corner. I do take a quick check on what the others are doing to see if I can see anyone else for a quick tag or anything like that. But no, the only person I see is the Kate, and I decide, okay, now we're just going to take her out of the game. She seemed to be holding W quite a lot, so I went for quite a prediction blink over the jungle gym, and it came up well for me. She used her dead hard. I used a quick flick blink to bait her out from the rock. Try saying that 10 times fast. I started on that, I think, 3 times. And then another failed flashlight save from the Ashe. We hook the Kate and take her out the game. Straight away, we know where the Ashe is, and the Ashe is death hook. The Ashe doing a nice little play here, throwing down a pallet and vaulting it instantly to use his live to make more distance on me. But now, at this point, with the amount of pressure I've had, we're just sort of seeing out the game. Just want to take a quick moment to note that I did not play anywhere near optimal on hooks here. Sort of playing more aggressive, more for content, more to have fun, more to have more chases, and give it the team I was playing against a little bit more practice in chase. There's no way you should be playing like this in an actual tournament. You should be trying to secure more stage 2s, play more campy, a little bit more defensive. But we're just trying as best as we can. My FPS take an absolute shit right there, and for some reason the Ashe just lags forward, and I see somebody else on a gen straight away, so I'm trying to get that chase. Again, still knowing in the back of my head that I think the Ashe has Unbreakable. So we're taking this chase here. We see them come out of the rock a little bit early, so I do hug the rock with my second blink and try to go for a prediction in the same direction, but she changed her pathing. She went a different direction to where she went the first time, and we're just sort of giving chase around check. So I see her holding the edge. We go for a blink across. She did the double back, and we get the down there. I decide to hook the Nia and take her out of the game. At this point now, there are 2 survivors left with 1 on the floor, so we are just trying to see it out without letting any gens leak to prevent the maximum amount of points for our team going into the next round, as you do want to play a scrim with the exact same rule set as you would be playing a tournament. In the back of my head, I'm just thinking to not let another gen go and to try and get this done as quick as possible. We're taking chase with the Meg because I do like to take chase with the fully healed survivor over the injured survivor just to benefit tracking. I do a quick flick blink on the gazebo, actually climb out quite nice right onto her back. She does a nice little fake on the window, I blink out, I swing on her back, and we get another laggy NA dead hard where she just sort of stands there for a second with no collision and then zooms forward. I do call her a bluff though with the double back on the gazebo, and she runs it straight into me. I start on my blink and I get a free down. Now it's just seeing out the game. I'm going to speed up the last part because it's literally just me finding the last survivor and downing them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Again, please do consider subscribing if you did enjoy the video. All the survivors' links to their Twitches are in the description. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.